NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. No! It's Western Conference versus Eastern Conference here in Dallas, Texas, where the Mavericks will try to protect home court. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, we'll find out. Such talent on the floor tonight on each side of the matchup. There's some conference pride at stake, too, with both teams being among the cream of the crop in the East and the West.
Now, here is Gallinari. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And late in the season, we see playoff teams, Greg, resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams doing the same thing?
Not as far as the league is concerned. If they're healthy, what's the goal? Throwing away games is not acceptable.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness, and I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has any.
And so here is Dallas, following the three by Atlanta. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. And Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
And here is Doncic, following the three-pointer by Trae Young.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Offline with his three. The Hawks with a quick start to this game. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Now, you can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
And he drives in.
This guy is a high flyer, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Took him no time at all on that one. Young's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Hawks. Dinwiddie drives in. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pulls up on the wing. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got 5.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Dinwiddie outside. Takes it from 10. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Capella. Tries the spin move. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Almost all of Capella's shots are going to come from that kind of range. He's a big that's not trying to play out on the perimeter.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's Brunson, top of the key. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. There's 1:26 left to play here in the first. Pass to Brunson. Dinwiddie outside. 5 to shoot.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
$1:15 left in the first. Okongwu with it. Picked up by Brown. Hawks passing it around.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
And you also have to give them some credit for the ball movement today. Their assist numbers a little bit above average. That's impressive.
Back to Dinwiddie. Shot to stop the run. No good that time. The Hawks leading by 10. Dinwiddie with the steal. Fast break Dallas. And he lays it up and in.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Here's Wright. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Brunson.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Hunter for 3. Now Kleba. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And so it's Atlanta going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
Clock at 6. Here's Doncic. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Herter. And it's off from three-point range.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Banked in off the glass.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Just do your work, try to get open, and Trey's going to find you.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Gallinari with the rebound.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Brown with it, and guarded by Capella. Bertans can't get it to go.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Brown outside. Pass to Powell. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
A playmaker of Doncic's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide open man.
Young drives in. Shoots over Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Luka Doncic.
Come on, baby.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league. And you know you're special when you're drafted 3rd and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
To the inside, Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
And Brunson has it in the corner. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other. And guys, they are poised to be good for a long time."
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, this is Lou's game. Phenomenal at sizing up the D and then realizing when to get that quick release off.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. Right down low. The wide open look here for Okongwu. That one wide left. And here's Doncic from the arc. That shot misses. And Atlanta will come the other way.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And a wide open look for Capella.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity. And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Right for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
Here's Doncic. It's deflected.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays.
Hunter, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Doncic outside. For 3, Bullock. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Young, right side. Back to Gallinari. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Gallinari's got the first bucket of the third here for Atlanta. Young with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here.
Kick it out, man. Kick it out.
Here's Young. 10 points for him. Launches a three.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And you have to love how eager Kevin Huerter is to make an impact for his team.
Well, the roles that he plays, GA, are quite special. I mean, he is a good shooter, but last year we saw a lot of growth in his playmaking ability. He's able to stay on the floor and defend guys at his position, so he has a great IQ on that end of the floor, and his game continues to grow.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
The Mavericks shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line. Going inside. Makes it off the glass. Young's got 12.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Bertans can't get it to go.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Okongwu. To the paint. Puts the move on. A nice shot by Gallinari. And the Hawks lead by 21.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Bertans. That one's not going to go. Good D by Bogdanovich.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
The Hawks leading by 21. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And he makes that one. 14 points for him.
And Young, not a stranger to nights like this where he's putting up big numbers.
And the Hawks with possession here. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Pass to Okongwu. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's Okongwu. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Atlanta on D. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line. Outside, Bogdanovich. Off target from outside. Dinwiddie left side. Pass to Bertans. To the middle. Here's Kleba. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Pulls up for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
How about that touch, Bogdanovich? That time from way out.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And that one's good. Right. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Here's Dinwiddie. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Wright looking around. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
And he makes all 3. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Burke with it. Crosses over with the drive. Can't get the layup.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Zhang with a clean look. The three-pointer no good. Now here's Burke. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And, well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Burke can't get it to go. And here's Atlanta. Pass to Zhang. Here's Knox. Guarded by Marjanovic. Knox misses. And so it's Dallas with it. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Luwawu. Releases from the wing and drills it.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
And there's the drive. Burke can't get it to go.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Knox. The three-pointer is right on target. Knox has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The three for Doncic. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And there's no shortage of fight in Doncic. He's a counterpuncher. Hit him with the three, and he is coming right back at you. And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Knox. That three off the mark. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul.